So I'm Paola Moretto, I'm the CEO and co-founder of Nouvola. Nouvola means cloud in Italian. It's a variation of spelling. It means also new. And let's see, it works, yeah. So we tackle one of the largest problem and most critical problem for software today, which is the ability, which is speed. So speed matters. And it's not us, we don't say that, Google says that. Google says speed is not only a feature, is the feature. If your app is slow, nobody cares what the app does. So development teams need a solution at their fingertips to be able to assess the performance health of their system and optimize their software. And the problem usually becomes more serious when you have more users on the platform. Best example I can give you is the one of a bridge. Think of the Selwood Bridge. Would you let 100,000 cars over the Selwood Bridge before first testing for structural problems? Probably not. So why do we do that with software today? Applications are tested for functional requirements, but nobody prepares them for real-world scenarios. And the reason I started this is because my last gig was at Intel. I was running all the software effort for the cloud. And we built this extraordinary piece of software. We shipped it to Facebook. That's one of our customers. And Facebook, for testing it, used an entire data center. 16,000 machines. And they're like, yeah, with these loads, your software doesn't work. You guys need to figure it out. And even Intel didn't have 16,000 servers to play with. So I started thinking there must be a way to use the cloud and the power of the internet to run some tests. So just to give you a line of sight on Nouvola, we have 600 companies on our platform. We have generated more than 150 million HTTP requests so far. And you can use our solution for web, mobile, and API applications. But how does it all work? So we leverage the power of the cloud and the power of internet. We are able at the push of a button to spin up thousands, hundreds of thousands of endpoints. These endpoints launch HTTP traffic at the application. The application responds as if they were real users, and we measure everything. So the traffic is real, although the users are virtual. And load testing is not, simple load testing is not enough. You need real world scenario. So think of the a browser to purchase scenario, or checking out a shopping cart, or you have a business SaaS application, filling out a form, downloading a report, you're watching a video streaming online, or you're looking at a travel site for some flights. All of these scenarios, you need to ensure that all of these scenarios you deliver the right level of speed for your users. And then we measure everything. So these are some of the data that we deliver. There is a lot more. You can slice and dice through the data and figure out what the bottlenecks are for your application. Typical use case, pico traffic. Don't go blind into a pico traffic. Reconstruct your scenarios and get the data and optimize. Software change into your agile sprint. Every software change, large or small, could be the one that impacts how your users interact with your platform. So you want to find out before them, so you run some tests. Capacity planning, what if architectural changes, and many others. And developers love it. Why? You could test any load, any device, any geo, API-centric, fully integratable with many CI and other solutions. But most importantly, no testing time suck. This is absolutely self-service, nothing to install, nothing to provision. It's turnkey, and let you guys do what is the coolest thing to do, which is develop your software. And don't worry about your testing framework. So thank you. We have a free tier, so sign up for free. It's free forever. You can try it out, and we love having you on the platform. And now I'll open it up for questions.
The obvious question, would you use this instead of or in addition to New Relic?
Yes, so I was running out of minutes, so I didn't mention that, but that's a great question. So we don't compete with New Relic. New Relic, the APM solution for New Relic is about monitoring your life, what's happening with your life, which is a fantastic product. We use it too. We complement New Relic. New Relic is actually a great partner to us. We have a commercial engagement with New Relic, and so this is all about testing. So it's not about monitoring what's happening on your live or in production, but it's about testing in a pre-production environment or staging environment and reproducing scenarios. So it's what is called synthetic traffic, reproducing in a pre-production environment what could happen with your live. So because you are in pre-production, you control A, how much traffic you have, and B, what your users are doing, it's a lot easier to troubleshoot because it's a controlled environment. And actually, this leads to a new use case for New Relic because a lot of our customers have actually installed New Relic on their pre-production and staging environment so they can monitor what's happening during the test. So over there.
Do you dive into consulting on this? Because a lot of people don't have all their what-if scenarios off the top of their head quite yet. You guys go deeper into that process and say, hey, have you considered this?
Yeah, so the question is, what about consulting? Because a lot of the customers don't have a good idea of what to test. So that's a great question. So what we aim to do with this platform is to remove the heavy lifting that is about developing a test and maintaining a testing framework that is operationally active on the cloud. We are on 9 geographic locations as well as do all the data processing and post-processing of the data. What is still required by our customers that have the knowledge of the application is to understand what they need to test. What they need to test, what is the level of traffic, what are the scenarios that could be impactful to the backend, etc. So that is the level of thought process that the customers still need to bring to the table. And yes, we also offer a managed service approach, so for the people, which actually comes with knowledge transfer at the end. So if people want to become more proficient in thinking through performance testing and load testing and how you think about testing for those parameters, we do that as well. Over there.
You said location was a parameter. Is there a way to drill down even further and say it's a mobile application for a music festival that's taking place in a kind of stressed out cell area with 30,000 people densely in one area? It's really important for kind of developing mobile apps for that, of knowing where you might have breakdowns in terms of functions of that app.
Yes.
Is there a way to get that detailed? In terms of
Yeah, well, exactly. So, so the question is, what is the granularity at the geographic level, and are we able to single out a specific area where there could be a very high level of stress? So there are two things. So for mobile, so first of all, we support mobile. You could be Android, iOS, or mobile browser, and all that. You could increase your level of traffic gradually. So you essentially want to recreate a scenario right before it happens. And we are also able to simulate network conditions. So, so for example, in a case like that, if AT&T decide to put on more cells, and then at some point they have to degrade the service, and all of a sudden it goes from 4G to 3G, you could vary all of these parameters and get the data that you need to see how your mobile app will behave. Oh, the ducky.
Thank you.